Okay, welcome to Haiku Friday, April 3rd, 2020. Um, as you see, I put this up and I realized that this is all backwards. It's reverse image. This is kind of like how I do things for this Haiku Friday. It's pretty loosey-goosey as usual. And I think I've had a couple of ideas like performance art stuff to do with the COVID stuff. But I think what I'm going to do, usually when I see kind of a shiny object, I tend to follow that. But I think what I'm going to try to do is kind of up the ante on Haiku Friday. So hopefully next Friday I'll have a better sign, maybe a little intro to it. We'll make it more of a thing because I certainly have the time to make that better. I'm down here in my sub basement underground studio slash bunker, and the haiku bunker. And I'm going to read you some haikus in a minute. I thought maybe I'd give you a little update about work stuff, how it is at the fire station. We everybody wears masks full time now inside at work. Which is really weird. It's good. I think it's really good because that helps it if somebody is infected. We don't bring it home, hopefully. But also, it's weird because we don't see each other's faces the whole time that we're doing this. So that's kind of unusual to me. I think there's a lot more stress at work. Not as many laughs, that's for sure. When we can find something to laugh about or make something to laugh about, we do. Because it is kind of grim business that we're about to embark upon. I personally haven't had any COVID positive patients that I know of. That's the problem, is we don't really know. I think some of the things I'm doing at home to try to stay healthy, of course, is what you just saw me touch my nose, but I'm trying not to do that. And also I make kimchi, homemade kimchi. And so I try to eat a lot of probiotic type food, go on long walks every day. I just got out of the sauna. I read someplace, God only knows how true this is, but it said that the COVID-19 virus dies at 135 degrees. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I do know the sauna was about 170. So I went in there and I fried me some COVID up. So there's a lot of dead COVID laying around on the cedar right now. They hate cedar too, apparently. So anyway, trying to do a few things. Maybe I'll write more about it. I know it's kind of haphazard. I really didn't prepare as usual because I got some other art projects I've been working on. My days are not too much different in that I either run or I walk to work, and I run and walk at home. I don't go to the grocery store very much, only when we really need it. And then one thing that I do that I've been doing since the beginning of this is, and it looks ridiculous to people, and they probably think, who the hell are you? But I've always had these buffs, and I put it on my face like that. Now, is it an N95 mask? No, but I can tell you some of the surgical masks I've been wearing are thinner than this. So, that's kind of one thing that I do. You can make these. Sarah was saying that people have been making them out of old tights. You can make them out of, any kind of sleeved material. You can buy them online still. There's still, people haven't caught on to that one yet. But, if you go to a buffs are pretty expensive. There's buff knockoffs that are really super cheap. And I don't know, I know what buff stood for in the Air Force, but I don't know if the buff acronym means the same thing for headwears, because this is you can put this as a head scarf, a hairband over your face, neck warmer, all that stuff. So anyways, that's kind of the stuff that I've been doing, trying to stay healthy, washing my hands a lot, and and trying to get some good night's sleep. So anyways, I'm going to try to be better about writing stuff. Maybe I'll put some stuff on the Spokane-Rama blog. And then, but I figured maybe during this time for Haiku Friday, I can maybe touch base and tell you what's going on, what I know, which is not a lot. The information changes every day, it seems like. And I have to say People complain about organizations, but I have to say I think our fire department has done a really good job of being on top of this. And we're prepared and we're ready for when it really gets bad. I mean, we were behind. We have to make some makeshift things because, as you know, the supply chains are kind of wrecked right now. So, but like I've said to my crew, I said, I quote Hunter S. Thompson, when the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. Boom. And that's what we're doing. Okay, let's do some haiku. Enough of my jabbering. Our first one is from our pal Rico-san. Rico-san writes, with bulletproof chic, business as usual when you're a cowboy. Ooh, nice. It is business as usual, Rico-san. And I enjoyed reading your writing in the newspaper this morning too. So it is kind of business as usual when you're a cowboy. A couple from our pal Steen. To mask or not to. Maybe wear a slogan. I'd rather be smiling. That would be, I thought we've talked about this at work about having on our face masks, putting a smile on them, and then when we turn sad, we can turn them upside down. But we didn't do that. Okay, so here we go. Another one from our pal Steen. I'll bend the meter into what I need. Breaking. Sentences with lines. Which, when you read Steen's haiku, you'll see that he did just that. He did that. And that's the beauty about haiku. When you send me your haiku, you could write blink, black, blunk, 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 and I'd read it. I'm not going to be a haiku Nazi. I will read whatever you write, as long as it's not mean to people. Okay, and here we go. Here's my haiku. Tinnitus klaxon sullies the silence I see. Who is screaming? Why? Yes, I have the tinnitus, whatever you want to call it, that just continually bombards me. Which at work, to go back to work a little bit, it's been kind of hard because I can't see people's mouths move because of the face mask. We put face masks on patients. And then you couple that with, I've taken out my hearing aids at work, so I can't really hear because when I take off my mask, they pop out, and I paid for them myself, so they're like, almost $2,000. So they pop out, and I have to fish around looking for them. And then you put on all the plastic rustling, because we wear like hazmat suits that have been turned into gowns. And then you throw on your N95 mask, which fogs up the lenses of your eyeglasses. So pretty soon you're kind of like doing EMS, or I'm doing EMS anyways, in a sensory deprivation mode, which, who likes that? I don't. Well, anyways, thanks everybody for tuning into Haiku Friday. I've just lost all my notes for Haiku Friday, which I do have notes. I don't know. I guess we'll figure out what happened there. But I'm going to post up all the words on the website or on Facebook. And then you can go to my website, haikufriday.com. It usually takes me a little while to load up the YouTube video to that. And also my Spokane-orama channel has the backlog of just about every Haiku Friday I've done. I don't know, like 5 years now doing it, I think. 5 or 6 years of doing Haiku Friday, reading your haikus. And I hope you send me some. You're sitting around, right? I mean, everybody says do some art. Well, that's great. Well, writing some haikus down, memorializing this really historically weird time we're living in. So, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables, or write whatever you want. And express yourself. I'll read them. And next week, I hope to have this polished up a little bit. And I'm going to have the bunker cleaned out too. It's next door to the sub-basement roller skating rink. I've got to put a little bit of insulation up because I've got people in there and they're going around and I have to yell, okay, clockwise, and then they reverse. Anyway, it's a mess. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into Haiku Friday. I love you. Stay safe. Be healthy. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy as much as you can this downtime. And don't watch the news too much because it just makes you tense. And that's not good for your immune system either. All right, you guys, thanks for tuning in. And like I said, I'm going to up the ante on this thing. I'm going to start making notes and then try not to be distracted. All right, bye.